Okay, time to get going. We've now leveled up everyone to a pretty decent amount. Akiku and Mitsuru are now caught up with everyone else, so, unfortunately, Yukari and Igus are going to need to, well, they're going to actually need to spend some time together after she comes back, because I'll need to grind them both at the same time. Which is actually going to be viable now, because Igus has resist-elect armor, something that I forgot that she even had. Oh. It'll come back quickly, though. But yes, exams are coming up. And hey, it's 12-12, which I don't think has any significance, unlike 11th of the 11th. But we are seeing Mr. Ono today. I remember the Taika, you talking about that earlier. Heiankyo. I'm going to skip a few hundred years because they don't matter, there are no samurai then. And just another will you stay awake in class thing. Yeah, I know the Kamakura Shogunate. We're getting close to the only era that I actually care about. So, 19 days until we have to make our choice. So normally full moons aren't that significant at this point in the game, but this one certainly is. And this school is just very deserted at this point. So, yeah, we can't really do school social links now. Please shut up, we're already been there, done that. So instead, we're going to be going outside of school to see someone that we haven't actually met up with in quite a while. Now, we don't actually need a matching persona today. The last rank up of this left us with 7 points left to get the next rank, so whether or not we had a matching persona is actually inconsequential here, but I just got one, just for the heck of it. So anyway, we're actually talking to Maiko now. Some people are wondering if this link should have been maxed by now or not, but yes, the guide doesn't actually do it. For some reason, a scary, demonic biker is, helping us get along with a young child better. Anyway, let's not question that. Have heard that Ghost Rider did show up in the recent series of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I kind of stopped watching that show after the first series or so. But yes, the relationship could become stronger soon, which means we're ready for rank 10. Which we actually don't do for a week or so. It's kind of weird.
Where have you been?
I'm talking to someone that we haven't talked to in a long time. I wonder if everyone's still depressed. Yeah, everyone's still depressed. Moving on. Okay then. Well, yeah. The world is about to end and people are still debating politics. That's, I guess that's fairly universal. So, yeah, not really that much else to do tonight, so for some reason I just want to go to the arcade, and maybe even check out if I can do any weapon fusions, because at this point I actually don't even need Hellbiker anymore. I mean, I didn't even need it anyway, I just kind of wanted to get him in the compendium. In fact, I kind of want to check his compendium description, because... So yeah, I'm pretty sure Hellbiker is not really a reference to anything from mythology. It was just invented for this series, both as a shout-out to Ghost Rider and as a reference to the Hell's Angels biker gang, because that's actually what its name is in the Japanese version. But, still kind of strange. So I'd say at least Alice was partially invented for this series too, but someone actually pointed out that the Alice actually does have its roots in certain mythology, just different than the Alice that most people think of. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've had these. Let's just see what... okay, I haven't seen what you give. Resist Ice Low. Okay, if I do that with a fist weapon, maybe, but... I like that it's my first level 70 persona, though. Hellbiker... Plus 40 HP is kind of underwhelming. And we don't even want you. Crit rate up's alright though, and your Lunga gives auto Rakukaja. Not terrible. Let's see, I suppose I can... that'd be really good for him. The problem is that I do not want to really give up, because Garuda's actually much better than I thought he'd be. Like, I didn't actually expect that I don't think I've ever fused Garuda before now I think about it, because in my first playthrough I never went for the fusion requests. So, let's see. There you are. I just want to check you again. So, Repel Light, still weak to Dark, though. But I do have some pretty good skills on him, actually. Repel Wind, which will be great for fusing. And I believe you learn... Absorb Fire, not Repel Fire. I forget if... Yeah, I think... Just trying to decide whether or not to use him for a weapon fusion, or... It's only plus 40 HP, I'd probably be better off using him as fusion fodder. And I probably will stop by the arcade barn here. Why I went blank for a second there, I was actually just thinking of... I forget whether... Let's see who I can boost. Firstly, I'll see what it is today. I'm forgetting whether or not Absorb is treated as higher tier than Repel, or whether Repel is considered the highest. Because in a lot of cases... Okay, it's magic. In a lot of cases, Absorb is kind of better, because Absorb always benefits you, whereas Repelling... Very often, enemies that use elements are immune to them themselves, so you can just repel it into something that heals it, or also repels it. So usually Repel isn't that amazing. Guru's stats actually aren't all that amazing. You know what, I'm going to give you Lunga a magic boost. That sounds pretty decent. But I'm just trying to remember whether in Digital Devil Saga, because you learn these shield skills that put up a barrier around your party for one turn against certain elements, and I know the lowest tier of them is just Null, but I forget if, because you learn them in increasing order. You first learn the Null one, then you learn, I think the Absorb is the highest tier of that, because I think you, or is the Repel the highest tier of that? I get the feeling Repel is the middle one, and Absorb is the highest tier, but still. Anyway, what I'm wondering is if you've got... Because I know that if you have things like... If you somehow manage to get, like, Resist, Repel, and Absorb for the same element on the same persona, one of them does take priority. I forget whether it's Repel or Absorb, though. Just going off on weird tangents there, but today is Sunday. And what are we doing on Sunday? Well, I've actually totally forgotten, so I need to go ahead and look up... Oh, okay, we're doing actually something interesting. I thought that we weren't seeing Sun, and we also weren't doing any dates, so I was wondering what we did today, but there's actually something kind of interesting we do. Tanaka Show! Not really. So what do you got today? Oh, we just got that as a side quest reward. It is pretty useful, but... 10 Mind Supplement. I mean, that price is not terrible for what they're selling. I'm actually going to go for it. It's kind of roughly, well, it's a little bit higher than 10% of my money, but yeah. I made quite a bit in Tartarus that time, and I'm not really going to need to use the compendium a lot for a little bit, so I can kind of feel safe spending a bit there. Like, for what that is, that's actually not bad. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. I like these Sunday upstairs discussions. Oh, wow, Mitsuru's actually hanging out with the others up here for once. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, considering we have 2 guys here, and now we have a 3rd. Oh. I thought they were gonna say something about Ken being considered a girl. Well, I mean, he does have a female voice actress, so yeah. I like how everyone's kind of, getting back into their routine. I wonder if she was kind of trying to make a joke there. Oh, Kororo likes this. And this is actually quite nice. I kind of like that one. But yeah, it is always important to have a break from studying once in a while. Just make sure that your break isn't looking at TV tropes pages, because that will always go longer than you think it will. I totally haven't done that hundreds of times in my life. Yeah, you're still saying the same stuff. But we've got a new episode on TV, don't we? Next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, episode 43, Inside the Body Politic. What the heck is it with everyone doing... The Feathermen shrink down to investigate an official's disease. And now the news. What is it with everything going into politics lately? Stupid TV. Okay then. So, the unique thing that we do today, right, is... that we're actually going to go to the shrine and do the Oracle draw. Should I check for... no, I'm going to just go here. So yeah, we're doing the Oracle draw today, and remember how I said that Lovers requires multiple spent times and an Oracle draw? I was wrong. Lovers requires 2 Oracle draws before we can max it. That's because the gap between rank 9 and rank 10 is 55 points, which is pretty insane. So, make sure that you've got a matching persona for this. I'm not sure if it's totally necessary, but it's always best to have one just in case. I have Pixie. I'm pretty sure the Oracle draw's here. Okay, it does cost 100 yen, but I mean, if you don't have 100 yen at this point, something is wrong. And you can always sell stuff at the store anyway. So, female classmate, Yukari Takeba. So yeah, we got 10 points. Fair luck. Money maybe in the future. Oh hey, we actually got a 900 yen profit out of that, which is kind of cool. I think it is possible to automatically get reduced to tired condition if the fortune is really bad. But at this point, that's not really that much of an issue. Wow, yeah, kind of makes sense. I'm pretty sure everyone's saying the same stuff here, so there's not really much point in sticking around. Yeah, everyone's saying the same stuff. So yeah, not much happened the last 2 days, so I'm just gonna quickly go to the room just to speed through the boring stuff. Speaking of boring stuff, we've got exams coming up. So, yet more skipped over time. But yeah, wow, that gap between Lovers rank 9 and 10, it is pretty insane. I will give a little hint though, we are actually going to max that very soon. And I really do like the max rank of that one. And so they begin. And they're now the least of our worries. I mean, we've already unlocked Mitsuru's social link, but I guess we can still get some items out of this. So what do we got here? What year did the Battle of Dan no Ura begin? I kind of forget this one. And through the magic of cheating, I know it's this date. I just want to see if I can get some good items out of this. I mean, we have max academics. There's no reason not to try not to do as best as we can. I think I said not one too many times in that sentence, but anyway. So, what question we got tomorrow? I've almost got a new moon, and it's completely skipped over, so Zun A is going to be useless for now. Which element is found in ozone? Oh, that's pretty obvious. And the next day. Yeah, this is getting kind of boring. But oh well, we will be into more interesting stuff eventually. Yeah, this is the perfect thing for me to be doing while waiting for my copy of Persona 5 to arrive. Oh, that one. Yeah, that would be left-hand rule. It's kind of interesting because for some reason this answer always sticks out of my mind. I always remember left-hand rule in the context of this game. And I hope that I'm actually right about that. Yes, I am actually right about that. But it's kind of weird. There are certain exam answers that you just see them out of context in guides so often that they kind of stick out to you. Like one of them in Persona 4 that sticks out to me is Olympus Mons. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's from that one question in Persona 4. Oh, okay, yeah. Fuyu wa tsutomete. Oh, great, my particles. Definitely not that one, because tsutomete is work. There's no heart in there. It's definitely either that or that. It's not any of the others. Oh, stupid. Wait, what? Why? The answer list says winter mornings are pleasant. I don't think that's what it is. That's really weird. Because Tsutomete's work, it could also be. I'm gonna need to brush up on what that if that word actually has any homonyms. Probably does. And now, finally, Friday. Well, is this really the last day? I'm not sure. Okay, what do we got now? Which plural is formed correctly? Okay. Sheeps! As fun as that is to say, no. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Because cacti, I know cacti is formed correctly, but this actually looks kind of correct to me too, so I'm pretty sure it's like indices, isn't it? I think it's one of those things where some people, like, there's one plural that's technically wrong, but people still use it so much that it's kind of accepted anyway. It's kind of, in fact, funny thing about that is that it's like in this game how I think personas is technically wrong, but a lot of people, well, I mean, I think it's actually used in this game as well, but some people say just persona for plural or personae. I know there's one other case, at least one other case, I just can't quite think of it off the top of my head, where there's a plural form that's technically wrong, but people still accept it anyway because it's been the wrong one's been used so often. Yeah, Junpei's still pushing through. Well, Garishu doesn't need to wish for that, it's already happened multiple times over. Yes, that's a pretty accurate metaphor for exams. Climbing a mountain without a rope, that makes me think of Breath of the Wild. Okay then, let me just check, because I forgot once again what Okay, today is not Yukari. Today is Empress, and today it actually has a few responses that seem very, very strange out of context. Very strange. I wonder if that's discrimination against the underqualified girl is saying anything different now that exams are officially over. Nope, you're still saying the same stuff. Come on, NPCs, have a little variety in your dialogue. Which means that Yandere-chan is probably saying the same thing as well. Oh, okay then. Wow, you're saying something different. I hope it's not some kind of, love potion. I love it when you get things like this so much. It's just amazing. Yeah. Although now I'm just starting to think of a Yandere Santa. That sounds pretty terrifying. Oh, and you're still on about career experience for some reason. The ironic thing was we actually are seeing Mitsuru right now. So if we had some kind of Santa costume, although that'd raise some very, very bizarre questions, him suddenly showing up dressed like Santa going, "Hey, I have this present for you, Mitsuru. It's from your not-so-secret admirer." I'm pretty sure Mitsuru knows completely that that girl exists and is just trying to avoid her at all costs. Anyway, now that we've actually started the social link, though, I wonder how we're going to be able to get those exam rewards. So, finally an actual social link after just exams and spend time in Oracle Draw. And tomorrow is also going to be another Oracle Draw, so yeah. Well, back in the library, I don't think we've seen this place since Chihiro's social link, which is a really long time ago. Yeah. Well, I was going to say this could be one of those ranks that seems really weird if you do it now, because it's like, yeah, soon we'll be looking back nostalgically on this times as the world is ending. But you could only start this one in like late November, early December anyway, so you'd think they'd factor that into the... Anyway. So, did something happen, is apparently the, thing just... Yeah, because she does seem like there's something not quite right. Yeah. And this is, of course, why this link can only be started after her father passes away. Yeah, she's got a lot to deal with as the head of the group now. Oh, you're asking him that? Well, the top option is the one that gives you the most points, but, the option that Gary Stu would probably say is not on here. Wait a minute, the option that he'd probably say is, it's a way to break the game in Fire Emblem. But yes, Gary Stu is most likely a romance aspiration sim, and thus has a crippling phobia of marriage. Oh, right. Okay, one of those cases where an arranged marriage actually ends up well in the long run. Yeah, it sometimes does. I think you can actually say anything here. Yeah, so, please tell me that was actually right. Yeah, it says you can say anything here, even though it says that she seems offended. Don't worry, one of the people in the student council who works under you also did the same thing. More intimate, huh? Yeah, this kind of precludes Akihiko and Mitsuru from happening, because she's, I'm sorry I can't shut up about that shit, but yeah. Yeah, she just doesn't really have the time. And he has absolutely zero social skills when it comes to talking to women, so... Yeah, that pairing would be difficult to actually happen, to say the least. Okay. Okay, then. Gary Stu's on his way to yet another waifu, it seems. Maybe Santa is getting him one for Christmas. Although that's actually kind of funny that I should say that, because,
Welcome back.
that is actually quite true, but, it's actually not going to be Mitsuru. Yeah, what about those spray-painted sigils all over the place, though? Do you have anything to say about them? We have to do something, but what? Yes, we're fighting fate itself. That's actually pretty awesome. I've never thought about it that way. I've honestly never thought about it that way before, but that's a weird way to put it. People are still depressed. I know there's a pretty amazing conversation. Oh no, she's just, saying that. I think we did pretty well. I suppose so. At least they didn't put the exams right on Christmas. That would be horrible. I mean, then again, it's not actually an official public holiday in Japan anyway, but still. Well, I mean, that's kind of a shame, but I'm used to it. In Australia, there is absolutely no such thing as a white Christmas. The only places where it ever snows here are on mountaintops. So, yeah. I have actually been to snow at one point, but it never snows in regular places here. Only ever on mountains. Kinda like in Breath of the Wild Hyrule now I think about it. Yeah, this, please stop making it so morbid. That makes total sense, yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone would really care much about exams in your situation. So, yeah, let's see. Should we go back, or should we... Might as well pick up a few more stat boosts. As much as I do like that, the idea of that resist ice weapon for Akihiko, I do like Garuda a bit, although, I mean, its stats aren't all that amazing. I do want to try and demo that fusion spell at least once more to actually see what it looks like when it works, because it did nothing in that boss fight at all. And I'm reconsidering that, so let's see, what's available today at the arcade? The games available are Lucky Fortune again, okay. Might as well give Yulunga another boost, I guess. I mean, this does cost money, but the amount of money that it costs is totally inconsequential at this point in the game. I remember when arcade expenses were actually a genuine thing that we needed to really work into our schedule. Oh man, the early game. Though, to be honest... Oh, hey, now package has arrived. If only my package would arrive, cough, Persona 5, cough. Of course, by the time you're watching this, I probably already have it. Oh, I thought we were going to get called. It's been a while since we've been called.